Michele Knight, and this is the astrological update for the whole of October. Now, we are in 2012, I believe, a very, very powerful spiritual year where we all have the opportunity to raise our individual consciousness, which in turn raises the one consciousness and takes us to a different place. Soon we have personal revelations as well as global revelations, and we all have to take responsibility for ourselves as well as each other. And this month the sky mirrors that. We start out on the 3rd with Venus, the planet of love, going into Virgo. And the energy and flavour of the skies is, do you love yourself and other people in an unconditional and open-hearted way? Or are you cruel and hard on yourself because you are not perfect? Venus in Virgo asks us to embrace ourselves as we are and to understand that perfection is an illusion. Do you feel that you have to look like a celebrity to be loved? Clearly, that is rubbish filtered into our brains by the hideous memes of society. Venus in Virgo tells you that real love is about loving yourself as you are and cheering yourself on for doing the best that you can do. And loving yourself allows you to love other people. Venus in Virgo really has a powerful message for all of us, and if we listen, we all feel much, much better. Anyway, Mercury then enters Scorpio, and we are talking to each other on a deeper level, looking at the truth of situations and accepting our shadow side and other people's shadow side, and maybe being aware of some very full-on things that are going on. Perhaps in the press, secrets will be revealed. Perhaps there'll be another WikiLeaks or something that comes out where something hidden comes to the surface and is talked about on a grand level. Now, the very interesting thing that happens this month is that Saturn, the planet and lord of responsibility, goes into intense Scorpio. Now, responsibility in Scorpio, what could it mean? Well, I feel it means that we all need to embrace our own shadow. If we don't deal with our own inner darkness, inner secrets, inner passions and obsessions and longings, then we cannot be whole on the outside and we can't really resolve things. The universe is being asked to take responsibility for the things that we do in the name of power, the things that we do in the name of obsession, and to sort it right out. Saturn in Scorpio is quite an intense teacher. You know, I expect some very intense things are going to come up in terms of global warming, in terms of some of the dangers we may be in, but we avoid thinking about because it's inconvenient to think about it. We'd rather get on with the here and now. While it's fantastic to be in the now, being in the now also means that we have to be a bit responsible. It doesn't mean we can't have fun. It doesn't mean that we can't enjoy our journey here, but it means, you know, let's get on with a bit of recycling or do whatever it is you can do to do your bit, because all of us are like single cells in a big organism. And if we allow ourselves to be a very healthy and loving and committed little cell, then that catches from cell to cell, and soon the world and the people in it are much healthier. So it's all about doing our own bit. Now, the new moon in Libra gives us an opportunity to really work on our relationships and sense of justice in the world, and to not be over emotional, but to be well balanced in our responses. It's a new start for relationships in general. And then Venus, the planet of love, on the 28th goes into and enters Libra. So we all have the opportunity to really view the world and each other through beautiful eyes and see the harmony and beauty in the world, not just the problems and the tragedy, but by seeing the world with loving eyes, we can make positive changes and we can allow ourselves to be very, very fair and well balanced in the way we deal with ourselves and other people. Now, there is on the 20th to the 24th, Orionits meteor shower. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, but this meteor shower again is shining a light into our lives about what we need to do individually to transform things. And also Mercury, the planet of communication, enters Sagittarius on the 29th, which is great because it allows us to communicate with lots of different people, to see other people's point of view and to understand if people have a very different point of view. It's not a threat to us. It's exciting to learn what other people think. And then on the 29th, there's a full moon in Taurus, which urges us to find security within ourselves, to ground ourselves and be loyal and committed to ourselves and each other. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.